team that has thrived since the start of this season back in action. And they begin a nice 3-game homestand. The Tigers are happy to be here for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and now that it's about 70 degrees, who wouldn't want to be home?
Yeah. Temperatures are normal once again. It has been an eventful week, we'll put it that way, for Kim Mulkey's Tigers. So on the opening possession, Janae Kent, the former Tiger from a year ago, takes it into the paint and draws the foul. A good start certainly would be beneficial for A&M today. They play in some lower scoring games. Hits the portal, had a prior relationship with Joni Taylor, and so she has been a productive starter. So here is Kim Mulkey's starting 5. We mentioned Morrow averages the double-double, but is Flau'jae Johnson, one of the nation's premier scorers that leads them at 20 a game. Morrow right to the rim for the first basket. So, and meanwhile for A&M, this is their starting 5. Aisha Coulibaly goes for about 13 a game. She's way more impactful than just her scoring. Such a versatile player. She's number 5 in the black today. 10 seconds to shoot. This is Coulibaly. Left-hand dribble, quick attack, and Coulibaly goes tumbling, draws the foul.
And that's what she said after that Kentucky game, is that we are finally getting caught up. They've had a lot of injuries throughout the non-conference, and what that ended up happening is that they don't get reps in practice, and then you got to get in the game and you're trying to learn on the fly. But so far, they're really starting to pull it together and build that momentum.
Well, an offensive rebound is going to give them another look here. You're right. Kendall Hunter is unavailable today, so they have just 9 players. That's it available for this one. And the turnover gives it back to LSU.
Trying to tempt LSU into long-distance shots.
There's Williams on the pull-up. And the rebound down to Jones. You mentioned she's their best rebounder. About 7 a game. So A&M has already gone to the line twice. LSU would like to get the bulk of their offense perhaps at the rim or heading towards the paint. Late shot clock offense. This is Kent, goes behind the back, picks up the dribble, near giveaway. Coulibaly fires, hits the 3.
And that's not usually her game, but had to put it up at the end of the shot clock. She's usually off the dribble, but showing her range now.
Well, neither of these teams are very prolific three-point shooting clubs. Coulibaly, though, the shot was falling a couple of days ago. Had a 21-point outing in that win against Kentucky. She was very good in terms of shot making. Soleil Williams way off that time. And LSU coming back the other way. This is their point guard, Cheyenne Day Wilson. Feeds Johnson in transition. That's good.
And that's the pace that LSU wants to play with. It was one of my keys to the game. And if A&M doesn't have a look in transition, that's usually when they're going to pull it back out. But hey, you got your best shooter.
So can lead to so many good things defensively. It was a really good defensive performance on Thursday. Johnson to the rack, gets fouled. Johnson is there quite a bit.
When you're getting to the free throw line, that means you're being the aggressor.
Jada Richard, the freshman, was guarding Soleil Williams that time. This is Jada Malone. Picks up the dribble, giveaway, and the freshman has it. Richard pushing. Richard pulls up and hits it. And so the freshman might get a whole bunch of run today against the Aggies. Here's Coulibaly trying to go back to work. She spins, draws another foul.
She's going to get these Tigers in foul trouble if they're not careful there.
Coulibaly, native of Bamako, Mali, has led the club in scoring. And this is a missed free throws notwithstanding. This is a solid start for A&M. Halfway mark here in the first.
It's all about getting into that tournament and postseason play.
15-footer down and out from Miracle Shepard. New 20 for LSU. It is A&M with the 1-point advantage. Just past the halfway mark of the first. Williams, cross-court feed, extra pass to Shepard. Shepard now trying to go to work. Day Wilson with 4 to shoot, puts it up. That's strong. And a third look for LSU. Shepard missed it. A&M trying to clear the glass now, and so there's the rebounding prowess of LSU.
And Texas A&M, well, that was one of the things I was most impressed about in that Kentucky game was how they boxed out. They were pushing people 3 and 4 feet back to get that defensive rebound, and you just saw it there from Jada Malone.
That pass knocked away. Coulibaly has it. Yes. So Aisha Coulibaly, Anissa Morrow. Morrow spins. That is a difficult one-legged turnaround.
Such a tough shot for Morrow.
They've run some good stuff on this side of the floor. Little flip shot, that's down. And so the latest from Talia Parker. This is Williams, head up. Pulls up, wants it from 15. Left it short. Johnson with a new 20. So about a 7-second differential between shot and game clock. Morrow with another one-point game. Physical presence. Erica Moon off the bench. 3 seconds. Offensive foul. Williams, baseball feed, the catch. Morrow blocked by Koulibaly. Well-rounded. Can do a little bit of everything. It's like her fingerprints are all over a box score in a game any given night.
That's right. So many WNBA scouts come and watch her because her build and physicality is something that fits perfectly into the program. And to be able to take it off the dribble, and she's able to do that in her full package.
Really does feel like she's got the professional upside. That's what makes this matchup unique. Koulibaly, Morrow, Johnson, you got a whole bunch of probably future pros on display. How difficult is that when you do play a team that is going to run?
Well, that's going to run, and you have the excitement right here.
And Morrow, wow, just took it away.
Otherwise, Morrow was going to go up with it.
Johnson, wide open. Misses the 3. New 20. Smith takes it out. Smith looking for the cutter. And now Richard can run some stuff. Jada Richard offline. And another offensive board. That's the second. And so a third look for LSU this sequence. Morrow barges in, fires, missed it. This is a fourth look, and they cash in. Morrow and the Tigers relentless underneath.
You're going to watch that on film over and over.
Layup off the mark, and Janae Kent, less than 48 hours removed from the heavyweight bout, the main event, if you will, on Friday. It was supposed to be Thursday. Snow pushes it to Friday. 10-point loss for the LSU Tigers. Flau'jae Johnson and company have to turn around. Abdur-Rahim lost it. This is Morrow. Morrow to the rim. Got it! Timeout A&M. Best in the nation in terms of that specialty stat, points off of turnovers. So how opportunistic can you be after you turn your opponent over? Jones front rims that one. Another one-and-done possession for the Aggies. And so the answer to that today, LSU has been very opportunistic.
And that's what they wanted to do on defense, too, is they want Texas A&M to take those long shots. The Aggies are not spectacular from the three-point line.
Yeah, they're 2 of 6 from distance. As Johnson soars in for the board and then draws the foul.
It was like she was flying up there to get that board.
Auburn and South Carolina at noon. Mississippi State, pardon me, not triple header, but that was a quadruple header next Sunday.
And every time you see those teams, you see the rankings next to them. It's like, oh my gosh, I got to watch that game. I got to watch that game.
Oh, wow.
You got to remember, it's not just the one person you're going one-on-one against with LSU. You're going up against 2 or 3 on the inside of that paint. So maybe get the ball inside and kick back out.
That one's down. It's Michaela Williams. Kent was looking for Lauren Ware. Did not find her. Koulibaly steps back. Not that time. And Gilbert secures it. LSU on the move. They just went on an 8-0 run. They've outscored A&M 12-2 in this second quarter. Richard steps into the 3. Got it!
Got it from one side to the other in that open 3 against the zone.
Richard, freshman, great upside, highly rated recruit coming into this program. Koulibaly attacks. First triple of the afternoon for LSU, so it took 7 tries. Meanwhile, Koulibaly and the Aggies certainly need a better percentage. Gilbert wide open, and Ware clears it.
It was one of the first possessions that there was only one shot for LSU.
So can A&M capitalize off of that? 3:40 to go in the second. Koulibaly draws the foul. The top-ranked Auburn Tigers, fresh off of their top 10 victory. Well, this LSU women's team, they've been a top 10 program all season long. After the 20-0 start, it was a close game throughout.
That's right.
Got the 9-point advantage here.
One thing I'm noticing, Kevin, here for LSU is if you see, they only have one starter remaining and playing.
8-point lead for the Tigers. They have had a little extra burst here in the second. They've outscored A&M 15-6
for this Aggies team, and usually you find that more in a point guard, but it's all about 6'5" center and Ware being that emotional leader and somebody you can count on in any game.
Ware guarding Smith. Smith picks it up over to Richard. That's good. 7-point first half for Jada Richard. Only played about 8 minutes a game this season, and it's been a great start. Coulibaly in some discomfort down on the floor. She's been in this SEC for 5 years, all conference, and was playing at a very high level this season. And so she is held back to the locker room. A&M down 9. You must try to recover. This is always the most difficult ask. You got to refocus here quickly. Richard fires, left the 3 short, and Erica Moon has it. A&M had leads in that first quarter, led by as many as 4. Find themselves down 9 here late in the first.
And I think she's somebody that can take it off the dribble and kind of be leaned on a little bit more.
You just have to try to reset quickly after something like that. You saw how he immediately ran to Coulibaly. So all that said, it's an 8-point game, 1:15 to go in the half. This is Shepard off the bounce, bit strong, and Ware comes away with the board.
It's just been physical play after physical play. She's able to secure that rebound and going. I thought maybe as we saw that replay, how physical it came through through her arms.
With A&M being in the bonus here. Redshirt senior from North Dakota. There it is. Takes a shot to the face. The SEC Network also on the app. Alabama at Georgia. That's at 7 on the app and right here on the network. Reigning national champs. You can watch them at 8:30. Lob it up. This is Samaya Smith. That is a difficult catch in traffic. She draws the foul.
Excellent zone play. You're lobbing it over top of that back line of the defense, and Ware gets caught underneath and out of position for the block that time.
So that is something to remember now. Coulibaly is in the locker room. Lauren Ware to the bench with her 3rd foul. It's a 6-point game. Final minute of the second quarter. Hustling back. A&M looking for a basket before the break. This is Kent. Stays here with 4.1.
Also Parker, 2 great shooters for Texas A&M.
Moon triggers. This is Malone. 3 seconds. Couple of dribbles. Puts it in. Jada Malone with the big one for A&M. Let's remind you, Aisha Coulibaly, Texas A&M's leading scorer and their best player, suffered what was very obviously a right knee injury with 1:51 to go in that second quarter. She could not put any pressure on the right knee afterward, had to be helped to the locker room. Soleil Williams offline on the 3, and it's Lauren Ware who comes down with the offensive board. So we will give you an update on Coulibaly, but it would not be surprising if she does not return the remainder of this game. A&M with 4 on the shot clock. Kick back out, extra pass. Jones has to recognize. Good ball fake. Did she get it off in time? I don't think so. So that's a shot clock violation.
Just really stopped play, and no one could quite find the rhythm in that first half. So I'm interested to see how this second half unfolds and who can find their flow.
So Anissa Morrow just chucked up that 15-footer. She is back on the floor.
She's like, I trust her. She's a little Joni out there on the court. Trust her to be able to play and play with smart basketball.
Yeah, both prolific shot blockers. Wild pass. Johnson has it. Across the timeline. Flau'jae Johnson, one of the nation's premier scorers. She finds Morrow. Barges in, but missed the layup. It's a foul on Abdur Rahim.
She's going to be able to take it and explode to the basket.
Now remember, Morrow, 2-time All-American at DePaul, very much playing at that level once again this season. Abdur-Rahim comes to set the screen. Williams, bounce pass, stolen by Johnson again. It's a 3-on-2. Johnson, accelerator, wild layup, and she draws the foul. Flau'jae Johnson. So Johnson has 8 points. Well, and that was missing in that second quarter. We have begun the third quarter on a 5-0 run.
Pieces for LSU.
Premier scorer and player nearly knocks it away. Here's a drive, pull up, feed it to Ware. Abdur-Rahim knocked out of bounds. 4.2 to shoot.
66 points per game, so they want this to be a half-court game versus LSU.
Abdur-Rahim goes up, got it to go. Amira Abdur-Rahim with her first basket, so she would not be denied that time. Williams on the pull-up, left that one short. Loose ball foul. Coulibaly out for the rest of the game. Ware denied by Smith. Whoa, vicious rejection.
And there's just been small opportunities where Aggies have been able to stay in it and get that extra possession. A turnover by LSU, but they've also been hitting the offensive glass.
Moon has got to put it up. Jones for 3. Got it! Sahara Jones. Cross-court feed to Johnson. Triggers. New 20. This is Morrow. Morrow spins, goes up. Yes.
She's just so good at knowing where the defense is and then just committed to greatness and how she wanted to be on and off the court. I had a personal experience where she showed up for one of my high school games in a 2-foot blizzard in the middle of Iowa in February and came with Mickey DeMoss on a private plane, but she was committed to getting to one of my games, and I'll never forget that experience. The high school was abuzz because they could not believe that she showed up in the middle of a blizzard, but to still recruit top talent.
So Texas A&M with the latest basket. Here's Talia Parker. Good head fake. Back-to-back baskets. One of the better shot blockers in the nation. Averaging about 2 a game. She's got more than that today. Another turnover. Texas A&M running. Nice bounce pass. That's good. But all of a sudden, this game is tightened back up. 2-point game. Morrow automatic from the block. A&M working some clock once again. Moon from 15. Offline. Johnson secures it. Flau'jae Johnson nearly lost it. Draws the foul on Moon.
Kentucky loved to do, and now they're getting LSU into a slow, methodical game, out of a rhythm, and that's going to favor the Aggies. And starting to pick up the intensity a little bit on defense here.
Johnson to the rim is inspired. Playing without Aisha Coulibaly. Kent draws the foul. Difficult moment late in that second quarter when Aisha Coulibaly, their best player, went down with the right knee injury. Host Mississippi State. Right after that, Kentucky and Oklahoma is the top 15 battle for now at 4 Eastern. And then Texas A&M to close it out. Flau'jae Johnson attacks hard. Parker thought about it. Steal. It's Johnson. It's a 2-on-1. Flau'jae Johnson bounce to Gilbert. Blocked.
Whoa. Couldn't have been timed better. This is a fast break. Look at that one. She blocked it with her elbow. Out of bounds.
With the elbow.
The Aggies showing what they can do on the inside defending shots.
Well, they're one of the best shot blocking teams in the nation. They're at their average. Step back with 6 seconds. Morrow puts it up. Rebound down to Malone. 3 seconds. Malone has it knocked away, so that'll be the end of the quarter. It is a 2-possession game. Start of the fourth quarter in Baton Rouge. If you're just joining us, Aisha Coulibaly, that's Texas A&M's leading scorer, best player, went down with a right knee injury late in the second quarter. She has not returned. She is out for the remainder of the game. It was a painful moment, we'll put it that way, for Coulibaly. Nolan pass, Dave Wilson, a Wolf and Barner.
Ware's going to have to go to the bench again with 4. So she's going to have to take a seat. But you know Coach Taylor will have her back in here eventually soon.
Yeah, the 2 blocks. When is Joni Taylor comfortable bringing her back out there? She has been by far A&M's most reliable rebounder. She's had a couple of clutch offensive boards in this second half. 7-point lead now for the Tigers. playing 48 hours after that heavyweight bout in Columbia on Friday, their first loss of the season. They were held to 56 points. Flau'jae Johnson, accelerator, heads to the free throw line again. Flau'jae Johnson. She is the very productive junior from Savannah. The musical career. What did Holly Rose say the other day? There's a project that's in the works here. Look alive. She might be dropping something soon. Soleil Williams. No room to squeeze one off. Williams, a spin, puts it up, puts it in. Soleil Williams. Day Wilson, the veteran, guarded by Williams. Tries to split a pair over to Gilbert. Gilbert with the left-hand dribble, puts it up, can't hit the floater, and then a foul. 7 of 14 from the field, has 7 rebounds. LSU will host the number 1 ranked Auburn Tigers, and then a top 15 battle, Alabama in Starkville to take on Mississippi State. That is at 9 on Wednesday. So LSU gave Alabama on the men's side everything it could yesterday, and they're looking to bounce back against Auburn on Wednesday. That 3 is down. Another one for Texas A&M.
And Parker was critical in that game over Kentucky. 4 for 4 from the field, watching her step up.
A&M trying to turn the turnover into points. Day Wilson picks the pocket of Moon. Day Wilson now, head of steam, no look, block! Whoa! Parker denies. A vicious one. 6 blocks now. Parker has a couple. The freshman from Grand Prairie, Texas. Morrow lost it. Morrow trying to regather. Ball back to A&M.
It's not over yet, and continue to the Aggies just creeping back every single play.
Contested leaner was off the mark that time. New 20. Williams with an open 3. Cashes in.
There's a look in the Texas A&M Aggies' eyes out here that they are locked into this last few minutes of this game.
Day Wilson over to Gilbert, looking for a response now. Money! Kaylin Gilbert. It's an intense one now as we push deeper into the 4th. 2-possession game. Williams had that pass knocked away. Johnson on the run out. Flau'jae Johnson. Timeout A&M. And tried to pull away from a very stingy A&M team that is coming off its best win of the season against Kentucky. Another 3 is down. Prevents another Aggie basket. 4-point lead. Williams playing with the 4 fouls. Cross-court feed to Gilbert. Gilbert working off the screen. Nowhere to go. Dangerous pass. Johnson secures it. Johnson in the lane. Flau'jae Johnson without Talia Parker. In a game in which Aisha Coulibaly, A&M's best player and leading scorer, went down with an injury late in the second quarter. She has not returned. She's out for the rest of the game. Parker with the 13, way above her season average. That never hit the rim, so that's a shot clock violation.
Stepping up, playing inspired basketball for her team.
Was very good late in the second half of that Kentucky win on Thursday. And so A&M is trying to make it back-to-back ranked wins. That 3 is pure. Parker's hit a couple of 3s this quarter. Williams working off the Malone screen. Puts it up from 15. That's strong. LSU has it now inside of 2 minutes. And the 5th-ranked Tigers are in a pretty good position now. 1:45 to play.
And A&M has stayed in this 2-3 zone throughout the game. Just caused a lot of disruption for LSU.
Near giveaway. Flau'jae Johnson. Finger roll. That's pure.
She shakes her head at the crowd like, yes, ma'am, I made that one going down the lane.
Just another day at the office. Yeah, 22 for Johnson, one of the premier scorers in America. Jones draws the foul. And Sahara Jones again, 22 of LSU's 60. Another miss at the free throw line. Malone has it, and a tie-up. Possession arrow favors the Tigers.
They've been able to read, cutting to the basket, moving the ball from side to side, and penetrating the middle of the zone.
Johnson attacks once again, throws up the layup, rebound down to Morrow, so she now does officially have another double-double, and 19 points to go along with it. LSU in a great position. Jones hesitated momentarily. Can't hit the three. 45 seconds to go now. And LSU in position to bounce back from the loss to South Carolina on Friday. And so even with the 48-hour quick turnaround here, they're very much in position to get to 21-1. There's Michaela Williams headed back to the free throw line. Coach Starkey, by the way, is a popular guy this weekend. Alumni Week. He's basically coached all the alums that have been back in town here. A joyful Alumni Day. Texas A&M got it back to a 2-point game earlier this quarter. And then what did LSU do? 16-5 run. Right after it got back to a 2-point game. Parker's three is offline. And so talk about a strong finish for the 5th-ranked Tigers. Now 21-1 after they got pushed. They got tested. A battle against this A&M team. And they finished the game on a 16-5 run.